And good evening. We're coming to you live from Newark, New Jersey, from Pillar College, our downtown Newark campus. And welcome to the Pillar College information session hosted with Love of Jesus Church in Newark. And I would like to introduce my very lovely colleague, Miss Belva May. Belva, how are you tonight?
I'm doing well, Dominic. Thank you for asking.
Great, great. You know anything about this Love of Jesus Church?
I know everything about the love of Jesus.
Good for
It's
you.
an awesome ministry led by a wonderful, awesome, amazing woman of God by the name of Bishop Barbara Glanton.
We want to thank Bishop, and we want to thank Love of Jesus Church for having Pillar College give this information session tonight. So without any further ado, let's get started. We're just going to back up a little bit. We're going to go to the beginning of this presentation. Don't mind us. We were just running through a quick, a brief run through here. So again, welcome to the Pillar College information session. And again, we do want to thank Love of Jesus Family Church in Newark for having us tonight. We got a lot of information to share. And so let's just get started with that. Again, my name is Dominic DiGiacchino. I'm the Associate Vice President and Director of Admissions at Pillar College. This is my colleague, Ms. Belva May. She's an admissions counselor with Pillar College. And for those of you who have smartphones, please take your phones out now and take a picture, take a snapshot. If you have any questions about the college, feel free to reach out to me. If you're interested in the program, want to get more information, please reach out to my colleague, Belva May, at that number, extension 1031. The other thing I want to share, there is a window where you can type in your information. So if you're interested in receiving more information about Pillar College, just type in your name, phone number, and your email address, and Belva will be reaching out to you. I'd like to read our mission statement because I think it's really critical to know who we are and what we're all about. So Pillar College educates, inspires, and equips students for excellent scholarship, service, and leadership. Rooted in and committed to Christian faith and love, Pillar fosters intellectual, spiritual, and social development among its diverse student population at various instructional sites. And speaking of instructional sites, a couple of weeks ago, I should say, about a month ago, we filmed a video from our newest instructional site, which is going to open up this fall in Jersey City. So I'd like to share that video with you because it really tells a lot about who we are, and you get to learn about who works at Pillar College, including our esteemed president, Dr. David E. Schroeder, and our vice president of recruitment and retention, Ms. Giselle Lorena. So please share this video. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.
Today we had an exciting day because it was a training where we were able to meet as a division. All the recruitment team, all of the retention team, we met together and we just discussed and we strategized. We did some training, some team building event, some fellowshipping. So it was just a great day where we came together to solidify our vision, our goals for the next year.
Well, I love working in Pillar College because, again, we are the only accredited evangelical Christian college in the state of New Jersey that's Bible-based.
One of my passions for students, especially when they come to Pillar College, is recognizing that they have a God-given life story that I would love to see God fan into flame.
What I love about working and studying at Pillar College are a welcoming community and cultural diversity. I never felt so welcoming like I felt when I joined Pillar College. And that is something that we can offer to students to make them feel like if they are home and they have a community that will support them.
¿Sabes por qué deben de venir a Pillar College? Porque aquí te enseñamos inglés y también te damos créditos universitarios en español. No te ponemos a perder el tiempo en gastando 2 años que tú puedes hacer inglés y también créditos universitarios a la vez. Eso hace Pilar College, te ahorra tiempo y te ahorra mucho dinero.
So we go beyond just what a normal, I would imagine a normal enrollment services offices would offer, because we try to help students through anything that they're struggling with, and we look for solutions for them.
The support and the way they take care of you, and the way they care for you and really want to see you succeed on all levels. I think that's another reason why I fell in love with just wanted to be a part of something as special as Pillar College.
The reason why we're here in Jersey City, Dr. Schroeder has been planning this for a couple of years, is because Jersey City is a strategic location in the state of New Jersey. It is the second largest city in the state, and not only that, we're considered like the sixth borough of Manhattan, of New York. And so we're looking for students who are in Manhattan or in New York who want to travel into New Jersey to take advantage of the programs that we offer. And it's just a great place to be. The vibe here is awesome. And why not be here? I'm excited to see every single student here in Jersey City, in Patterson, in Plainfield, in Somerset, in Newark. These are all the campuses where Pillar College is located. We invite every single student to come in and take a look at what we can offer. We are here to serve you, and our team is here to serve you. So give us a call.
And thank you. And again, our mission statement says, basically serving an adult population or a student population at various instructional sites. And that's the vision of our president. Right? We are a commuter college, and we have several instructional sites. We'll talk about those branch campuses and main campuses. So we'll talk about that, but that's really the vision of our president, Dr. Schroeder, is to serve the Garden State, right? We call it planning in the Garden State. So we'll talk a little bit more about the campuses later in the presentation. Next. So let's talk about the history of Pillar College, because you may want to know a little bit about who we are and where we're from. So I'm not going to read our track record of success. You can read that, but I do want to share that we were founded in 1908 as a Bible Institute. We were a Bible Institute for almost 100 years. In 2001, we actually applied for a license to operate as an official college in the state of New Jersey. People laughed, said that'll never happen. Sure enough, we became licensed by the state of New Jersey. In 2004, we earned our first accreditation, and that was a biblical accreditation, ABHE, Association for Biblical Higher Education. It's the highest level of biblical accreditation that any college in America can have. And if you're not familiar with the term accreditation, it basically is what gives your degree value, right? It standardizes education across the country and around the globe. So we earned that in 2004. In 2005, we applied for the highest level of accreditation that any college can have, which is regional accreditation. And where we live, it's regional accreditation through Middle States Commission on Higher Education. That's a 5-year process. In 2010, we were granted full regional accreditation through Middle States Commission on Higher Education. What that means to our students is their degrees from Pillar College has the exact same accreditation and value as a degree from Rutgers, Montclair State, Seton Hall, or Notre Dame, Princeton, or Harvard for that matter. So we've got that exact same level of accreditation. The difference is from us, from the other schools, we come at education from a Christ Center perspective. We moved forward, 2015, Middle States came in for their 5-year review, make sure that we're doing what we said we were doing in the initial accreditation process. And in their words, not mine, we passed with flying colors. At that point, great news for Pillar College, we began to add graduate programs. So that's where we're at with our history and our track record of success. So let's talk about that accreditation. Again, we're regionally accredited through Middle States Commission on Higher Education, still have the ABHE accreditation. We're Title IV funded, which means that our students are eligible to apply for federal student aid as well as New Jersey state aid by completing a FAFSA application. Again, we'll talk about financial aid a little bit later as well. We're licensed by the state of New Jersey, and we are approved for veterans benefits and the GI Bill. Mentioned campus locations, and our main campus is in Newark, downtown Newark here. Those of you familiar with the New Jersey Performing Arts Center, literally our front door of the admissions office is about 150 yards from the front door of the NJPAC. So that's our location directly across the street from Military Park and a little further across the street from the world headquarters for Prudential. Our original campus is in Somerset, New Jersey, just off exit 12 on Route 287, about a mile off the exit, very conveniently located. Patterson. I'm so proud of that site. I actually built that campus, started that campus, and helped see it grow. And we are so proud of the Patterson campus as well. Our newest campus in Plainfield, New Jersey, right now, that's an instructional site. So we're not offering all of our programs in Plainfield, but we are offering several there. And our newest site coming this fall that you saw the video where we filmed from is our Jersey City location right off the Grove Street PATH station. Why do our students choose Pillar College? And that's really critical, right? Why choose Pillar College? Because New Jersey has more colleges across the state than most other states in America, right? We have, somewhere upwards around 60 accredited colleges in the state of New Jersey. So why choose Pillar College? Some of the reasons, and first and foremost, I have that listed right up top. We are a Christ-centered institution. End of story. And we are the only accredited evangelical Christian college in the entire state of New Jersey. I'm not talking about the Catholic colleges where you can go and earn a 4-year bachelor's degree without ever having taken a Bible course, right? Take generic religion courses, not at Pillar College. Part of our curriculum is a core set of Bible courses. And it doesn't matter the major. If you're an LEd major, you're going to have a core set of Bible courses. The other thing I love about Pillar College, our doors are open to all God's children. If you look into the Christian colleges across America, most Christian colleges across America, you have to be Christian to attend there, all right, and sign a statement of faith. And that's the one thing I loved when I first came to Pillar. I'm here 10 years now, and that while you do have to be Christian to work at Pillar College, our doors are open to all God's children, and we've had a lot of people from other faiths that enroll and graduate from Pillar College, and quite frankly, have a great experience. The regional accreditation, again, we're the only accredited Christian college in the state of New Jersey, and the accreditation has the same level as the top schools in America, right? Stanford, MIT, Cornell, any of those schools, we have that accreditation. And that was critical when we earned that, because it allowed our students to go out there and compete for jobs in the real world, because we're Christians, right? But we still have to pay our bills. We still have to pay our rent and our electric and our car payments and everything else that goes with living in North Jersey. So we want our students to be able to compete toe to toe with those secular graduates as well. Convenient locations, again, that's in our mission statement. And we now have 4 campuses, and we're opening a 5th in the fall. So we do make it convenient for our students in the central North Jersey area. Small classroom sizes. We are a small college, but the one thing about Pillar College, you're never going to be able to skip class and go unnoticed here, right? It's very personalized. I know Belva mentioned a prayer, that's involved in it, right? And the small classroom sizes, it allows you to interact more with your professor and your classmates. So it's really tremendous. And then the other reason a lot of our students choose Pillar College, we are an adult-centric college, meaning we have a large percentage of adults, working adults specifically, attending Pillar College. And because of that, right, they're working during the day. How are they going to earn their degree in a traditional daytime program? So we have a program for our working adults. And for those of you who are working adults in the audience, our newest admissions counselor, and I'm just so happy she accepted the position at Pillar College, Belva May, oversees that program. It's called LEAD, Life Enhancing Accelerated Degree Program. And we'll talk a little bit about that as well later. Next slide. And I'm going to turn it over to Belva. Belva, can you tell us what programs are offered here at Pillar College?
Yeah, so some of the programs that are offered at Pillar College are So with the Associates of Arts, you can get a degree in General Studies, Bachelor of Arts, Biblical Studies, which I've grown fond of this program in particular over the course of being part of the Pillar family. The Business and Administration and Management, elementary education. So for those who are looking to get into the school, as we know that we are needed in the body of Christ to get into public schooling or schoolings in general, organizational leadership, those who are very involved in their community and outreach and things like that. That is a great program. The psychology and counseling, one of our very own, Denise, is enrolled in this amazing program. You move now to the Bachelor of Science, where this is one of our newest projects here at Pillar, the Applied Chemistry program, and Dominic will speak more about that. And lastly, the Master of Arts and Counseling, which I am a part of that amazing program. We have the International MA in Counseling, as well as Ministry Leadership.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks so much, Belva. Let's delve a little bit into those majors now, and let's start with our General Studies Associate of Arts degree. So basically, we have that General Studies for adult students as well, but for a lot of our traditional students that come in, and our president really likes this program because particularly for our traditional students, 17, 18, 19 years old, they're in their formative years of developing their worldview, right? And we in the church community and in the Christian college community, we want to have an impact on that worldview and have an impact on helping them with a Christian worldview. So this is a 60 credit program that really gets you into the general studies, your humanities, your natural sciences, your social sciences, as well as languages and communication. Our Bachelor of Arts programs, starting with Business Administration and Management, we have concentrations in management, entrepreneurship, and nonprofit. I need to jump in that entrepreneurship because one of my favorite television shows is Shark Tank, and I just need to come up with an idea to get rich as quickly as possible. And I got a long way to go there. So, basically the mission of the Business Administration program is to promote, a well-rounded business person, right? So to get Christians out there in the workforce and have a Christian or Christ-centered business, right? Our next Bachelor of Arts program is our Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and Counseling. And this program is headed up by one of my favorite people at Pillar College, Dr. Maxine Bradshaw, and she does an absolute amazing job. We're a part of the Psy-Chi community, which is a psychology honor society. And it's absolutely amazing for our students to be involved in that. The other thing about it is the graduates from this program can become certified counselors in the state of New Jersey. And I don't know about you, but there's just such a need for counseling following this, or not even following, hopefully exiting this COVID crisis, right? The need is far greater than ever, with all the depression and anxiety and suicides and addictions and everything that's going on out there in America right now, the social unrest, all of that. And there's so many more people turning to counseling. So this is a great option for a major. Next major that we're offering is elementary education. And Belva touched on this a little bit. And, I get people ask me, Dominic, you guys, relatively young, you became regionally accredited 2010. Why should I do an elementary education degree, a teaching degree at Pillar College, when the state colleges have been doing it for over 100 years? And my answer flat out is because our program is better than the state colleges, right? Our elementary teaching program is a better program because we involve the greatest teacher ever to walk the earth in history, and that's Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. So what good is it to teach about education if you don't include the greatest educator ever to live, Jesus Christ? So that's really critical. And the other critical thing about it, I get questions, Dominic, do I need to teach when I graduate? Do I have to teach at a Christian school? And my answer is, Belva alluded to, right? We've got enough Christians teaching at Christian schools. We need Christians teaching where they're most needed, the public schools, right? To make a difference in their communities, to make a difference in society, right? So we need teachers out there teaching from a Christ likeness, right? I say it all the time, and I don't know who to attribute, it's anonymous, but the quote, kids don't care what you know until they know that you care, right? And you can't fake children out. So we really teach this program from a Christ-centered point of view, but we teach them how to teach in the public schools without invoking our beliefs and, quite frankly, getting fired preaching about Jesus Christ, right? So that's really a great program. Our next major that we offer is organizational leadership. And this is a business major, but it's a little bit more adult-centric, right? So it's less quantifiable than business administration and management, less finance, less economics, less quantitative courses, and more focused on leadership for those individuals that want to get involved in corporate leadership, nonprofit leadership, or they're working in corporate America and they're getting passed over for positions. So they want to increase their value in their company and they want to get that degree and elevate within their company. Our next program that we offer is it's our Bell Cal program, right? It's our biblical studies program. It's what we were founded on. And really it's absolutely, it's an amazing program. For those individuals that want to preach and teach the Word of God, or they just want to delve deeper into the Word of God. And that program is offered in our traditional and adult program. I put down, ask about our biblical studies. I'll ask myself the question when I talk about, financial aid and how you can afford to pay for it. But we've got some great news for you. Those of you out there that, think, well, maybe I can't afford to go to college, or maybe I can't afford a private college or a private Christian college. I'm here to tell you, you absolutely 100% can afford to attend Pillar College. And I'll promise you that. And then our last major is our first. We're really proud of this as well. It's our first STEM program. It's a Bachelor of Science in Applied Chemistry. This is not your typical chemistry degree. This is with a focus on consumer product development. I'm really proud of this program because my colleague, Dr. Robert Hefner, really created this program and developed it, brought it to Pillar College. He was an adjunct professor with us. And Dr. Hefner brought this program to our president and our VPAA, Vice President of Academic Affairs, and shared, what the opportunities are. And basically, this focuses on consumer product development. So you're going to actually learn how to make product. You're going to have classes where you're making soaps and shampoos and detergents and things like that. And you're also, along with that, along with the general chemistry, along with the product development, you're going to learn the principles of business and marketing. So you're going to learn how to market your program, your products. You're going to learn how to advertise your products. So all of that to say that when you're towards the end of it, we have where Dr. Hefner came from in the corporate world, where he retired after working 30 years with Colgate-Palmolive. We have an internship program set up with Colgate-Palmolive. So it's a great way to get your foot in the door of some of these major product development companies and start a career in applied chemistry. And now I would like to turn this program back over to my colleague. And if I may, Belva, before I turn it over to you, just share with the audience how proud I am of you. Belva came to me. I actually enrolled Belva almost 2 years ago now. And she came in and introduced herself to me. And she shared, and I'm an ex-college coach, right? I'm an ex-college wrestling coach. And she shared that she was an ex-college basketball player. And I probed into that. and she's very, very humble. She never talks about it, so I have to talk about it for her because I just love it. Division I superstar, all-conference college basketball player with the University of Cincinnati, and she came in and just tore it up through this Master of Arts program, and she's tearing it up as our newest admissions counselor. So Belva, can you share a little bit about your program, the MA in Counseling?
Yes, Dominic. Thank you. And thank you so much for that warm and heartfelt greeting. So the Master of Arts, I am currently enrolled in this amazing program. I can honestly say this program has definitely matured me as a mother, as a woman, as a woman of God. It has definitely enlightened me to understand what my purpose here is, my assignment that God has purpose for my life. And so just to give you an overview of what this amazing program is. So Master of Arts in Counseling, it requires 60 credits. So basically it's going to take you a little less than 2 years to complete it. So I started in August of 2019, and this May of 2021, I will be graduating with my Master of Arts in Counseling from Pillar College. Experimental education. The thing I love about this and what our professors do and the way the programs are designed is that they make it very practical. So everything that we set in the chairs, or obviously we're learning from Zoom now, right? We take all of those skills, all those practices, and it becomes like a reality. It becomes a situation where when we leave our pillar, we're confident because our professors had group sessions with us. They had individual sessions with us. They prepared us for what's ahead. So I love that part. I feel confident. And when I leave Pillar College, that I will be prepared and ready to be used by God. As I said, the training is provided in this field. So it goes beyond once I leave Pillar, that I know that I can always come back to Pillar, and Pillar be able to provide me with any and all help that I need. Some of the cool things about it also is not only will you receive your Master's in Arts and Counseling, but you'll receive a specialty with that. And so what is that specialty? Marriage and family counseling, couple and family counseling. And as Dominic stressed throughout this entire session so far, is that we're bringing it from a Christian point of view. So how amazing is that God will separate a school like Pillar and put us in a position to not only be counselors or whatever the choice of career you may go after, but that we're doing it and getting the training from a Christian perspective. Next slide, please. So another program is the Master of Arts. This is the ministry leadership. So this program is a 48 credit program, okay? So it's gonna take you about 48 credits, again, less than 2 years. So 48 credits, you'll be done. And it's designed to produce academically, ethical, and spiritually competent for professional ministry leaders. So if you're looking to get into ministry, this is definitely a program that's going to teach you and prepare you as a leader for that next step. And then it's combined with the theological as well as the organizational leadership, as Dominic spoke about earlier.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Belva. You know, what I'd like to do at this point is go to the next slide, please. Go forward. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about our bilingual entry degree program. But before that, I just want to share a short video on one of our students, Miss Shireen Cunningham. And it's a really nice video, so I just wanted to share that as well.
Well, hello, my name is Shireen Monique Cunningham, and I have to say it is a privilege, it is an honor to be able to sit here today and to just share. You know, as a young girl, 9 years old, this thing called purpose, this thing called a plan for my life started, and how amazing that I get to continue this journey here at Pillar College. I'm a business major, and I am here because I started my business back in 2005. but I had no clue of what I was doing. I must say my business ran all the way ahead of me. But you know what? I had a desire. I had a desire to do things the right way. So I needed to be equipped. And oh my goodness, let's talk about Pillar College. Inspired, educated, being equipped. I needed to be right here. There are so many things that happen here at the college. I'm telling you, things that happen on the outside, I'm able to bring them into each class, and we pray, we discuss, and then it prepares me for how I have to strategically plan how to deal with some of these things. Where else can that happen at? You know, I thank God the relationships that I have developed here with either the faculty, the staff, the students, it has been amazing. I have already said, you know what, you can come to Pillar and you can work your degree before you actually get it because of everything that you receive prior to getting the degree. Where else can you go to get that? Even on days when it's really hard. We know that we have professors that are praying for us. We have other students that we're able to connect with. And that's what this whole thing is about, right? Relationship. So it has been an honor. I look forward to everything that God has in store for me here at the school and even outside of the school. So this is where you want to be. If you want to be equipped, be inspired to come here to get educated.
Video, and we're so proud of Shireen as well. And you know, one of the things that I really want to humbly submit to you and our audience, you know, when people ask me, Dominic, what's the best thing about working at Pillar College? And you know, the Christ-centeredness and being close to God. But to me, one of the best things about working at Pillar College is our students, and you're getting a look at some of our students tonight. And Belva included, right? Belva is just absolutely an amazing young lady, an amazing mother, an amazing employee, an amazing athlete, amazing coach. And that's, you know, that's just so typical of so many of our students. I'm just so proud. When I see these videos, it kind of chokes me up a little bit, but just so excited to share these stories with you. Let's talk about our blend program. And our blend program is for our Hispanic brothers and sisters where English is their second language. And then what happens with these students, right? That, you know, they struggle with the English language. So they go to a 2-year or 4-year college. And what do? They put them in ESL courses for 2 years or 3 years. And they're using up their either their money or financial aid, right? Because you only get X number of semesters of financial aid. Then after they're done with their ESL, they'll kind of remediate them, right? Put them in these remedial courses, another year or so. And by the time they're ready to take a college level course, they're out of financial aid, or they're almost out of financial aid. So our president, you know, we're a small Christian college, but Pillar College is on the cutting edge of higher education. And this is one of the reasons why. We were the first program in America to start a program like this, our bilingual entry degree program, where Hispanic students, where English is their second language, they can come in and take an associate degree completely in their native language of Spanish. And with that, they will blend some ESL courses in there. And depending on where they test in with their, you know, their English speaking skills, they can graduate anywhere from 2 to 2.5 years with a regionally accredited bachelor's degree that will transfer to any 4-year college in America. So we're excited about this blend program. And it has really grown, particularly in Patterson with just about a 60% Hispanic population. That program is just so popular in Patterson and Plainfield as well. In our next program, we'll talk about is Belva's program, right? Belva is overseeing that. So any of you individuals that you're working, you can't go to school during the day, you need convenient evening or Saturday classes, please make sure you have that picture in your phone, contact Belva and ask her about this Life Enhancing Accelerated Degree Program, LEAD. And LEAD is basically an adult-centric program. It's for individuals that are 25 and older, but yet if they're not quite 25, maybe 22, 23, but they're working, maybe they're a parent, right? We can interview them and get them in this program. The beauty about LEAD, there's no tests or memory exams, there's no midterms, no finals, right? It's taught in an adult methodology called andragogy versus pedagogy, right? Pedagogy is what we're used to from K through college, right? And where we're sitting in rows, staring at the back of somebody's head, raising our hands, interactive learning environment, right? And it's a good program, but it's more based on memory. So the reason why there's no memory exams, because as we get a little bit older, right, we hit 25 and 35 and 45. And then when you get up to my age, we don't remember things like we used to, right? Sometimes I'll leave the house and I'll walk down the steps and I'll forget my car keys. And I'll turn around and I'll go back in. I'll walk all the way up the steps. And I said, what did I come back up for, right? So it's not a level playing field. So andragogy is based on the 3 phonetic R's, where you read about a subject matter, you reinforce that by writing about that subject matter, and then you reinforce it again by reciting about it, talking about that subject matter, and giving presentations in class. So it reinforces it at every turn, right? So andragogy is very, very effective, particularly for the adult students that we have. And again, there's no midterms, memory exams, final exams, but we do have to assess you. So it is very reading and writing intensive. So we want to make sure that we work with you to improve your reading skills and writing skills so you will be successful in this program. The other thing about it is it's very accelerated. And I tell people, here's my disclaimer. The program is convenient, but it's not easy, right? So basically, they're 5-week courses. You take 1 course at a time, attend class 1 night a week from 6 to 10 p.m. And every 5 weeks, you start a new course, right? So you need 48 credits to get into this program. And if you have 48 credits, transferable college credits, we're going to show you how you can enter Pillar College in this LEAD program, take 1 course at a time, attend class 1 night a week, and graduate in just 20 months. That's less than 2 years, a little bit over a year and 2/3. What if you don't have 48 credits? Next slide, please. So we have a pre-LEAD program, same thing, right? Adult-centric, all about the adult student, right? But one of the things that, we are an adult-centric college, so we value the adult learner and we value their life learning experiences. So some of you may have heard the term life skills credits, right? And life skills credits in the higher education world, we call that prior learning assessment, where we can review your prior learning and award you college credit for those quote unquote life skills. So I'll just give you a quick example. Pillar College is Christian. We have a lot of pastors attend here. What is their vocation, right? They preach for a living, right? They speak publicly for a living. One of the humanity courses that you have to take for a regionally accredited bachelor's degree is public speaking. Some of our pastors are so great they could be on TV, and some of them actually are, right? So that begs the question, why should they have to take a public speaking course when they could actually teach it? And the answer is they don't. So they could do like a 3 to 5 minute video, write a short research paper on the principles of public speaking, submit that to our LEAD department. They review it and award you 3 college credits accordingly. Maybe you have some computer experience. Maybe you have some corporate experience, right? Business experience, whatever it might be, ministry experience, a ministry license, whatever it might be, we can show you how to turn those life experiences into actual college credit. Another way to do that is through portfolio-based assessment, and that's through a series of research essays. So maybe you don't have a license, a certificate, maybe you don't have professional development training in corporate America, but you have business experience, right? You have personal experience. One college course, right? Pretty much everybody in this information session tonight has personal finance, right? You run a household, you pay your bills, you pay your car payments, insurance payments, you budget, right? So you can use a portfolio-based assessment and write a research essay on personal finance and submit that for college credits. There's also CLEP exams, and basically they're proficiency exams that you can take, cost you about $85, and you can take let's say a Western Civilization history CLEP exam. It's a 2-hour exam. If you pass it, you'll earn 3 college credits and they'll transfer it into our registrar's office. You'll send that transcript to our registrar's office, and that's 1 less class that you have to pay. For anybody who's bilingual out there and speaks Spanish or German or French, You could take a foreign language CLEP exam. A lot of our Hispanic students, and particularly the blend students, right? They come in and they can take a Spanish CLEP exam, and in the foreign language CLEP exams, you can earn anywhere from 3 to 12 credits, right? So that's amazing. For $85 for a 2-hour exam, you can go out of there almost a semester worth of credits, right? The other thing about the LEAD program, it's not quite as accelerated as the LEAD program, the pre-LEAD is. You're taking 2 courses at a time, but again, you're a full-time student. They're 8-week terms, you're rolling semesters, you're taking 2 courses or 6 credits a semester. So, you may say, well, I need to get some financial aid. I need to get a lot of financial aid, which means you need to be a full-time student. How can I be a full-time student taking 2 courses at a time or even 1 course at a time in LEAD? And the answer is this. You're taking 2 courses at a time every 8 weeks. That's 6 credits every 8 weeks in their rolling semesters. So in a year, you're taking 5 8-week terms. Times the 6 credits, that's 30 credits a year. Times 4 years, it's 120 credits that you need to graduate in the state of New Jersey. LEAD, you're taking 1 course every 5 weeks, 3 credits. In a year's time, you're taking 10 of those courses. Times 3 credits is 30 credits. So that's how you can be in the LEAD or pre-LEAD program, and you can be a full-time student applying for full-time financial aid. Next slide, please. Just a little bit about our student life. We don't have intercollegiate athletics, but we do have extracurricular activities, clubs, intramurals, and things like that. We try to stay very active with our community. Next slide. And we also engage in a lot of collaborations. I mean, that's really who we are. That's really what we're all about. Being involved in the community, having an impact on the community. We like to say at Pillar College, and it's not by accident, right? We originated in Somerset, and then we came to Newark, then we went to Patterson, and then we went to Plainfield, and now we're going to Jersey City. And prayerfully, before I retire, we're going to be going to Trenton and Camden and Atlantic City. And we like to say Pillar College is here in New Jersey to serve the underserved. We want to be the voice for the voiceless in education. So we do a lot of community outreach. Next slide. Here, I want to show you, I have 2 more videos for you. I'm just so proud. I had to put these in there because I'm just so proud of this. This is a gentleman, Josh Paul, a good friend of mine, came in and did a dual major, business administration management and biblical studies. And when he came in, boy, he was a live wire. You couldn't keep him seated at his desk, and he was all over the place. But he just grew in his walking with Christ, and he just developed as a great student. And now he ended up graduating from Pillar College, got his MBA with Rutgers University, and he's working as an executive with a Fortune 500 company. And I'm telling you what, this guy is absolutely amazing. I brought him in to do some training with my admissions team. He is incredible. And let me know what you think after this video.
Going to Pillar College helped to open my eyes to the opportunities that are out there, things that I can dream bigger, I can set higher goals. They saw something in me that I didn't. I left, emotionally stronger. I left spiritually stronger. I was looking at the leader that they saw. One of the most beautiful things that I left the college with is the peace in knowing who I am.
Begin your transformation today. Call us to speak with an admission advisor or apply online at www.pillar.edu.
And who are you going to call? Not Ghostbusters. You're going to call Belva May, right? Extension 1031. So make sure you have that number. So what do you say? Dominic, this costs money? I got to pay for Pillar College? Well, we do have to pay our rent. We do have to pay our electrics and, pay our instructors and staff. So there is a cost of doing business, but I'm proud to say we are the least expensive 4-year private college in the state of New Jersey. So tuition and fees, both, all inclusive with the exception of your books. Our tuition is $22,000 per year. And again, we're the least expensive 4-year private college in the state of New Jersey. But with that having been said, I don't know a lot of people sitting around with $22,000 in the shoebox sitting in their closet, right? So how do we pay for this education, right? How do our students attend Pillar College? and we'll talk about financial aid, right? So here's what I want to share with you tonight, right? I don't want you to pay attention to the sticker price, $22,000. Pay attention to the bottom line, how much after my federal grants, after my state grants, after my Pillar College grants, and after my biblical studies, if I'm a biblical studies major, how much am I going to have to take out of my pocket or take out in student loans, right? So it can be anywhere from $0, a full tuition scholarship, to you get nothing, right? You're talking about anywhere from no aid to full aid. Let's talk about how do you find that out, right? You're going to complete a FAFSA application, free application for federal student aid. Once you complete that, that propagates within the federal government and the state of New Jersey. So they're going to determine how much money they give you, right? So the federal government gives Pell Grants, and the maximum Pell Grant is $5,850. So let's do the math here. This is a full need student. So $5,850. A state grant, New Jersey has the highest state grant in America, right? We have more high school seniors on an annual basis leaving New Jersey to go out of state to college than any other state in America. So to counterbalance that, we have the highest state grant in America. So our New Jersey TAG grant maximum is $12,600 per year, right? Then we have Pillar College institutional aid, where a student can receive up to $3,500 per year. Do the math, that brings you up over $22,000. So a full need student would be able to attend Pillar College virtually for the cost of their books, free of tuition and fees, okay? We also have a Pillar Cares Fund because we do care about our students. Sometimes our students, things happen, right? Maybe they lose their job. So we do try, we have a special fund for those individuals who are struggling through short period terms, right? Financially, we have a Pillar Cares Fund. The last scholarship that I want to talk about is very new here at Pillar College. It's our DES Biblical Studies Scholarship. The Board of Trustees named it after our president, Dr. David E. Schroeder. And let me just share a little bit about our president, because this is really important. Who's your leader, right? And I'm so proud of our leader. He actually helped me find Christ about 12 years ago before I started working with Pillar College. Dr. Schroeder is the former president at Nyack College in New York, that when he started there, they had less than 500 students. And when he retired from Nyack College, they had over 3,200 students. So he is a visionary. He's a transformational leader. And he is doing the same thing with enrollment growth at Pillar College. So just so proud of Dr. Schroeder. One of his firm beliefs is, and I think that most of us in the room would probably agree on this, there is a dearth of biblical literacy in America today, right? We, corporate America, the political system is forcing Christ out of everywhere. They're forcing Christ out of the classrooms. They're forcing Christ out of businesses. And they're just really turning their backs on Jesus Christ. And Dr. Schroeder, one of his missions in life is to promote biblical literacy. He also happens to be a pastor. And he does want to promote biblical literacy and promote our biblical studies program here, which would do that, right? So sometimes when you're working in ministry, be it church ministry, nonprofit ministry, maybe you're making just enough money where the federal government doesn't want to give you a lot of aid, right? And the state of New Jersey, they don't want to give you a lot of aid. And you really can't afford a lot of student loans. You don't want to take a lot of money out of your pocket. So how are you going to pay for that education? Well, we are making it a lot easier with this biblical studies scholarship. So a student can receive up to $15,000 per year. And I say up to $15,000 because you'll complete a FAFSA application, and then we'll take your Pell Aid, your federal aid, your Pell Grants, your state aid, your TAG grants, and we'll see what they give you. So an example, let's say you get $3,000 for your Pell Grant, and then maybe you get another $8,000 in your TAG grant. That's $11,000. Tuition is $22,000. You'll only need $11,000 out of that $15,000. But let's say that you get $4,000 from a Pell Grant, right? And then you get what is it, $6,000 from a tag grant, that's $10,000, right? You may need more of that money, up to $15,000. So we are trying to make Pillar College more affordable with our scholarships and grants. We're also trying to make, really trying to push our biblical studies program to be more affordable, to create more leaders in the ministry field. So that's a little bit about our financial aid. So for those of you who enjoyed this presentation tonight, you may be asking, you know what, I want to get started. How soon can I get started? How do I get started? And for this, I'm going to turn it over to Belva. Belva, can you share with our audience, how can they get started becoming a student at Pillar College?
Yes. Dominic. Well, the first step to this process is completing an application, an admissions application. And for all those who are, watching and viewing this, your application fee will be waived today. So that's the first thing, getting general information from you. The second step is, you're submitting your official transcript or your high school. If you have no college experience, then your high school transcript. Completing a FAFSA, which is a free application for student financial aid. Okay, that's the second step, as Dominic just explained in the last slide, how that breaks down. References, so recommendations, you can have a professional recommendation or a general recommendation. We'll reach out to your recommendations, and we'll get to learn a little bit more about you through your recommendations. Your personal essay, which is, you're asked 2 questions, and within that, you no more than 7 paragraphs, no less than 5. And it's really just designed for us to just get a feel for who you are, to hear your testimony, and things of that nature, your immunization records. So if you're over, I believe, Dominic can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe if you're over 30, I'm sorry?
Yes, correct.
30, so this, you won't necessarily have to go to a doctor or anything to get this, to get whatever exams you need done. This can be waived. All you have to do is check off the boxes and sign your name. And then lastly, the acceptance. So basically, once you completed step 1 and step 2, and we've gathered all of that information from you, we now put you in acceptance status. We have a team who finalized that, so to say that you're accepted. And then from there, it goes to the next step after that is registration and deposit.
Terrific. Thank you, Belva. And again, Belva, can you do me a favor? Can you please share with the audience, those who maybe didn't take a picture of it, can you please share your full phone number with extension as well as your email address?
Yes. My number is 973-803-5000, extension 1031. Or you can email me at B as in boy, May, M-A-Y, @pillar.edu.
And so we're hoping to hear the phones ringing off the hooks tomorrow. Belva, by the way, I didn't tell you, I just got a text. I was reading while you were going over the application process. Don't mean to be like, having my attention span compromised, but my director or vice president just texted me and said that you have now been nominated for an Oscar for tonight's performance. So I do want to congratulate you on that. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't receive a nomination, but I'm happy for you, Belva. So we're going to be watching the Academy Awards. Yes, absolutely. And for those of you in the audience who thought that we're done with Dominic's videos, right? I do have one more to share with you. And I'm really proud. It's a family, and I worked with 2 of the 3 family members. The one still works with me. She must be a saint because she's been with me for 8 years now, and she is the admissions manager and just a wonderful young lady, Jasenia Tejada Reyes. And she's here in the video with her mother and sister. They all graduated at the exact same graduation. Jasenia with her bachelor's degree, her mom and her sister with their associate degree. So let's play the video and see Jasenia and her family.
When I came to Pillar College, it was a life-changing experience. I knew that this was going to be the place for me. I accomplished a goal that I had set forth in my mind years ago, that pretty soon I will be pursuing my master's. It was a wonderful experience for me to be able to graduate with my daughters, 2 generations. I love Pillar College. It's not just a college, it's family.
Yes, and we're so proud of all of them, and have them all graduate together. That's absolutely amazing. The mom is working in the counseling field as a certified counselor with, she actually went back and got her bachelor's degree. So she is now a certified counselor here in Newark. So she's doing well. They're all 3 of the ladies are doing fantastic. So we're proud of them. Next slide. And I don't know if anybody had typed in any questions. Belva, did we get any questions in the chat room?
Yes, we did get one question. The question was asked. The question was asked, where can I get the Pillar application?
Beautiful.
You can email me at may@pillar.edu, or you can contact me at 973-803-5000, extension 1031, and I'll provide you with any material that you may need, application, any advice on how to complete the application, or any of the information that was given within the steps.
And even if you're just interested and you want to learn more, give Belva a call, shoot her an email, and request the information for the specific. We have, everything is digital. You know, I know with COVID, it's difficult to get into campus. Everything is digital right now. We have Zoom meetings. We can do one-on-one Zoom meetings. One of the other things that we went over with the financial aid, Belva said that you have to complete your FAFSA application. Sometimes, particularly for students who haven't been in school for a while, that can be a little daunting, right? A little overwhelming. And what we do, you can come into campus and we'll sit down and walk you through, socially distanced, of course. We'll walk you through your financial aid process, or we can do it through a Zoom call, right? You know, we just set you up on a Zoom call. We'll have you log into FAFSA, and Belva will walk you right through the FAFSA application. And then what happens is the state gets that information and propagates. So you're just doing one application now for both federal and state aid. The other thing about Pillar College, we will walk you through the process. You're not going to get lost. You're not going to fall through the cracks. If you need help, if you want to graduate from college, we are going to be there to support you. We're going to be there to walk you through that process, and we're going to take you from admissions to graduation. And I'm going to tell you something, for those of you who have not been to a Pillar College graduation, trust me, Christians know how to party. They can hoot and holler with the best of them. And other than Christmas, it's the best day of the year in Christian higher education. So once again, I want to thank my colleague for joining me with this presentation. She is absolutely awesome. I'm so proud of her, so proud to be working with her on a daily basis. I want to thank Love of Jesus Family Church in Newark, New Jersey for having us. And I want to thank our friend Shakirra, who helped us set up this program. She really opened the doors with her bishop to Pillar College to have us come in and share this information. So we thank you for having us. And again, we're excited to serve you. For those of you who are interested, again, contact Belva. We'll look forward to it. For now, we're signing off from Newark, New Jersey. Belva, you have a great night. God bless.
You too. Thank you all for